Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Modular, the Augment review series. In this episode we're going to be taking a look at an Augment to Mirage and her sleight of hand ability, Explosive Legerdemain. This mod can be picked up by rising to the rank of Maxim under the Arbiter's of Hexis, or the rank of Genius under Cephalon Suda, and spending 25,000 standing to purchase. So what does the mod do? Well, it's another pretty simple one. Sleight of hand turns ammo drops on the floor into proximity mines that explode when enemies get too near, dealing 250 damage with a 60% chance to proc what appears to be cold damage. Now the status chance cannot be affected by power strength, however it does appear that the explosion damage is affected by it. So is it actually worth using? Quite frankly, no, not at all. The problem with the Augment isn't necessarily the Augment itself, but the actual ability. Sleight of hand really only works on endless missions when you're spending a lot of time in a single area, and even then it only has a seriously limited place within Warframe. The game is so quick that you're realistically never in the same room long enough for Mirage to set up traps and try and harm enemy units, unless you're trying to do a mission stealthily. Now, sleight of hand does so little damage that it's rarely ever worth it, and although I don't know the stats, I would say that it is one of the least used abilities in the game. I seriously cannot think of an ability that is less used than this. But at the end of the day, trying to fix an ability with the use of an Augment is not the way to go, and in all honesty this mod is not even vaguely a good way about going of fixing it. As I said before, it's the endless missions where you're even going to be in the same room for more than a few seconds, really limiting the use to that sort of mission. And in those sorts of missions, a lot of people use things like ammo mutation, and since this ability requires it to be cast on ammo drops, either you limit the ammo that you're actually able to pick up and mutate, or you've already picked it up and already used it, meaning you've actually got nothing to use the ability on in the first place. And let's be honest, as you can see in the background, actually getting the ability to do anything seems to be so hit and miss. Half the time casting sleight of hand just exploded everything nearby, and the other half of the time the ammo just disappears. Now I'm not sure whether it's I'm doing something wrong, or whether the ability just really isn't working as intended. Well, 60% chance to proc is not exactly great either, and quite frankly the damage is so pathetic you may as well not bother. It's absolutely certainly not worth the mod slot. So in essence, the worst Augment for the worst ability in the game. The other two Mirage are actually pretty decent, so she had to get a bad one eventually. As always guys, many thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton, and I shall see you in the next episode.